Hallie.
Senator Graham said today on the immigration discussions that he thought that the president was on track to come to a deal with him and Senator Durbin up to 2 hours before last week's immigration Oval Office meeting on Thursday. He says something happened between 10 and 12. He says the president got bad advice from his staff members, potentially including Stephen Miller, potentially including John Kelly. What happened in those 2 hours? What changed? Is Stephen Miller running the show now? What's going on?
Hardly. So to be very clear, the president's running the show here at the White House, and look, I was part of this process and part of the conversations that went on. The president simply, as he looked at the deal, he wants a good deal and he wants the right deal. He laid out what his priorities were, what needed to be included in any piece of legislation, and this simply failed to address the things that were laid out. Specifically, one of the areas that really fell short was the funding for border security. They only put in about 1/10 of what the Department of Homeland Security said they needed. Not what they said they wanted, but what they said they needed. And this was simply a complete failure in terms of a good deal based on what the president had laid out and based on what he wanted to see in a piece of legislation. Hopefully we get there. We're still going to continue working with members, both Republicans and Democrats, House and Senate members, to try to make a deal on DACA and make sure that we include those components that the president very clearly has laid out.